What is going on, everybody? It's Captain Blue Shell coming back to you today with yet another video. As promised, guys, today we are going to be looking at the RAZER TARTARUS V2. I just got this in, if you see my last video, just opened it up. So today, like I said, going to be doing the unboxing, a full review, and we are going to be playing World of Warcraft with the bindings to see how it feels, how it functions, how fast it can react, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead, open her up, check and see what it has to offer, mechanical wise, how it's set up, and how comfortable it is to first. Stick with me, it's Captain Blue Shell.
Well, if it isn't Captain Blue Shell.
Alright guys, so I went ahead and got us a little bit more light too, so that we can see. Let's go ahead and open this up. First look out of the box, here we go, and there she is. Now, I know that you can't really see her very well. Let me go ahead, lift her up out of the box here for us, shall we? So I just had to get the wire out of here though too as well. Let me go ahead, put this to the side here. How beautiful is that? I mean, seriously, it is just absolutely gorgeous. Let me go ahead and move the box here for us too as well. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. That is what she looks like first time out of the box. I'm going to kind of get you guys a little bit more of an in-depth view here, kind of that gloss on the keys. And the keys, listen to that sound, man. It's a beautiful... I love the sound of these keys, man. So first thing off the bat that I've noticed, this thing is light. When I say light, I mean super light. It feels like a piece of paper. It is so light. I thought it was going to be much, much heavier. Same type of cord with my keyboard and my mouse. I know that a cord's a cord and it's not that big of a deal, but after a long while, after wires do get, frayed and used, they usually do tend up to, keep getting tangled up, and it's nice that they kind of had that added with the cord. Let's go ahead and take a look here how it feels first off, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and kind of turn it my way here. I'm going to put a little bit on the edge so that you guys can kind of see too. So basically wow, that's... Oh, that's amazing. That is actually really awesome. So let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like here with a little bit more light. As we see, I'm going to go ahead and rest my hand on here. The button is like in perfect position here. It is so, it's very comfortable. Like the padding here makes all the difference because your hand is literally just relaxed. It's just so relaxed in a relaxed position. You've also got your thumb tab here, so you can hit that. You've got your analog, which is your D-pad, essentially the 8-way D-pad. You've got your button up here. You've got your scroll wheel here, which you can scroll with your thumb, it looks like, or however you're comfortable scrolling. It's pretty much, it's ergonomically correct in the way that it should be. There's a small nub on the middle button so that you know where you are in place of your keys, and also too, you can just kind of map out where you need to be. It's very, very, very versatile, very comfortable. Like I said, the padding does a wonderful job too as well. And here's a much closer look at the 8-way D-pad. What you can do is that you can go ahead and take this little, it's basically just like a tab that covers it. You can take that off, throw it on the ground, because, who needs plastic? No, I'm just kidding. It actually fell. No, you have the D-pad, which I'm probably actually going to keep it like this. Mostly because I'm playing it off, that it dropped off like I threw it, so that's good. You gotta, I'm gonna own it. Basically, the D-pad is certainly clickable. I mean, listen to those good chunky clicks, but also too, if you go diagonally, it clicks too as well, thus the 8-way directional pad. All in all, it seems like a very good response with your clicks themselves. And with our first look at the Tartarus, I can already tell it's going to make a huge difference in my gameplay, my gaming style, all for the better. But let's go ahead and see what it's like when we have it connected, see how the software runs, and also our first gameplay with it. Alright guys, so we've got color on our Tartarus, and can I just say I absolutely love Chroma Studio. It is so stinking awesome, like no joke, man. So what I've got here is that the keyboard is more like a water or ice, and then over on the Tartarus we got like the fire, you know, like the flames, because they're opposites, but at the same time you need both in your life, you know what I mean? So basically this is how we get color, is from the Chroma Studio itself. And then we can click around. We can also have it to where we can customize it to where once we click, the color either changes or it, you know, it does a wave or something, or, you know, any of that, all that good stuff. So also too, my D-pad is now acting as the mouse for right now, so that's pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, the color schemes are completely endless. Like, we can customize each key if we want to, or you know, fill up the paint for the entire thing. So as soon as we click that save button, boom, it changes, and there's our new layout for the Tartarus. So yeah, I mean, just as many colors on the Tartarus as you can have on your keyboard or your mouse. I mean, if you customize that much and that often, so it's really cool, very in-depth. Awesome color options, the RGB with the Tartarus 2 as well so far. Alright guys, so I just logged in. We are going to go ahead and be experimenting with our level 37 Night Elf, the Hunter, the Ramascus. Let's go ahead, get into the world to kind of figure these out, the key bindings and all that, so hopefully it'll go smoothly for us. Alright guys, so I am back exactly where I left off at Darkshore, and Darkshore is actually a really good place to go ahead, check out the Tartarus here. We have a wide open space, nobody really like around to bother us or anything. Basically right off the bat, what I've noticed is that there's a little groove on number 13 here. There's like a little nub here that you can kind of feel, so that you kind of know where you are when you're not looking. This is super simple though. It's not like the keyboard where I have to, you know, hit 1 through 8 or anything like that, or even the WAD, because 8, 12, and 14 become your WAD. And as we can see, this is already key binded, so in game, here's my other hand too, in game we can go ahead and we can use this as the WAD. So anything that we were doing on the keyboard, it has some of these already pre-binded. Also to the thumb tab here, 20 down at the bottom, it is our jump. So basically this is like a little space bar, and I think that is just so freaking awesome. So we can go ahead, we can keep moving around, we can jump, and then also too, what you have is that you have your scroll. So you can scroll in, scroll out, just like you would on your mouse. So that's already 3 functions off your keyboard already set for you there. You've got your scroll in, scroll out, or if you want to walk and scroll in, scroll out with the thumb, you can do that too. We can jump, and we can go ahead and move. Some of the key bindings here are done too as well, like the 1 through 5 on my attack bar. They're already up here, but you can customize these to anything that you want. And let's go ahead, let's say that you want a button to be customized or key binded to a certain button that you have on your keypad. Let's go ahead, let's take for example, okay, let's take for example this button up here. It's going to be the button right above the D-pad here, and I want to go ahead and customize this button to open up my map, okay? Basically what we do is that we click this button that we want to go ahead and edit. We go to keyboard function, and then it's already under rebind key 2, and then we press the M button, and then we go ahead and save it. So that way you can go ahead, you can take all of your controls that you've usually had in your keyboard, and you can go ahead and just set them up right here into your Tartarus, and it'll be good to go. So whatever buttons that you're using in WoW that you want to customize, go ahead, you go to keyboard function, rebind the key to whatever you want on the keyboard, and boom, it's just, I mean, like I said, it's just that simple. So, I mean, technically speaking, your 1 through 5 could be, you know, 1 through 5 on the keyboard. If you want these to be something completely different, I mean, go for it. Whatever buttons you have on your keyboard, it can be whatever buttons you have on here. It's 32 programmable buttons, so the choice is yours. And so yeah, I mean, basically we are back in game. We're gonna go ahead and turn right. We're gonna move forward, and then, oh, I don't know where I'm going. I want my map, so new map button, booyah, there it is. And I mean, it's just that simple. So map button is there, and then whatever keys you want to bind to whatever is on your keyboard, go for it. Do you want to customize, if you're doing your WAD here to move, and you want this button to be, you know, like to target the nearest target, it's so simple. It is so easy. It is so fast. This is going to make my key bindings super, super fast. And that's kind of what I was focusing on too, was to getting more, you know, key bindings a lot quicker, a lot easier. I mean, this is one-stop shop. I mean, instead of doing the whole keyboard, like I said, you know, instead of going here and then there and then trying to, you know, remember which key is which, no, it's all here. It's all within my grasp, everything. I mean, jump, move, whatever you want these key bindings to be, I mean, it can be. So it is freaking awesome, freaking sweet. I love this thing to death. I truly, truly do. Alright guys, so what do I think all in all in review of the RAZER Tartarus V2? Well, I just want to go ahead and say first off that I did not think that this was going to be as comfortable as it is. I mean, everything comes naturally when you rest your wrist on the device. I mean, I love all of the ergonomics of this. I don't know if you've kind of noticed, but the bottom row of keys are a little bit, they're kind of like basically curved up a little bit more, and that's what makes it cool too, is because when you're pressing those back keys underneath your new WAD keys, it's just so easy to access. The scrolling is pretty easy too. DPad is awesome. This little button, the space, just everything. The thumb tab, everything is just absolutely awesome, as constructed and designed for your hand. In terms of functionality, I believe that when I get my mouse with more bindings too as well with it, this and my mouse alone can replace my entire keyboard. I will not need my keyboard at all. This thing does so much so quickly. I love that you get the scroll wheel, just small, like even the slightest details of this. I mean, you can literally even use the D-pad here to customize to whatever you want. If you want it to, you know, go to your abilities or movement, you can do that too as well, and then just program your WAD keys to something else. The sky is the limit, and this will help you just go so much quicker and smoother in game, as we found out. Too, I think that the customization of the colors and the keys themselves, either individually or as a whole, super simple, and it just looks absolutely amazing. So I think for this I paid $70 or $80 on Amazon, something like that, and I could not have been more happy to have spent that money. It's worth it. It is worth the price that I paid, and I wish that I had this years earlier, or I don't even know how long it's been around, but I wish I had it when it first came out. I have not tried out the Orb Weaver in comparison to this. I know that the Orb Weaver might have more functions and everything, but I also know it's more expensive too. This is sufficient enough, and all I can say is that the Tartarus has definitely helped me out personally, and is going to continue to help me in game, not just World of Warcraft, other games too as well, to bind it to. So I mean, I'm happy. I highly recommend this, I really do. So I will see you guys on the next adventure, definitely with the Tartarus. So follow, like, subscribe. It's Captain Blue Shell. I'm out.